How's it going? BluesFanReacts here. Today we're going to be cooking an egg sandwich because I am hungry and I do not want to talk about the Blues today. So, got some bread, got some eggs, got some cheese. That's pretty much all we'll need. Actually, we'll need some margarine too, but I got some right here. So, I'm sure many of you are asking, well, why are you doing this? And to that I respond, well, I wanted to do a one-take BFR because my back is absolutely killing me once again. But I figured, if I'm going to do a one-take BFR, I might as well do something interesting. So that's why we are cooking food. We're going to be cooking an egg sandwich, which I will have for breakfast relatively often. It's like a comfort food for me, and to be honest, I think me, like a lot of Blues fans, could use a little bit of comfort. So, we're just going to get the pan nice and margarine up. There we go. So, I think about the only good take to come out of last game is that Nazem Kadri got suspended. Yes, he actually got suspended, which is just amazing, diabolical. Like, who would have freaking guessed? Who would have guessed that the NHL would have done their freaking job? It blows my mind, as it should blow your mind as well. So yeah, we're just going to have a fried egg sandwich. So once it starts getting white, and I know this isn't like a complicated recipe by any stretch, but once the egg yolk starts to get white, that's when you're going to want to start getting your bread and putting it in the toaster. Because you're going to want to make it like nice, and you want to make sure that the bread is toasted at pretty much the moment that your egg is done. So I'm going to put these in the toaster. It's right behind the camera here. I promise you, I'm coming back to the frame. You don't want to completely toast the toast. You don't want to do that because you want the egg to kind of make the inside layer of the toast more toasty. So you don't want it to be too crunchy because then it's not good. So I'm going to grab my handy dandy little spatula here. I'm going to make sure, because I put a lot of margarine in, and I do that for a reason, because it makes the egg slide easier on the pan, and it gives it more of a, it gives the egg a little more of a flavor. It's hard to describe, but it kind of brings the yolk out, in my opinion. But the only thing is while it does make the egg slide a lot easier, it can burn the egg. So you want to be sure. It's a lot easier to burn the egg if you have a lot of margarine. So you want to make sure that you're not adding too much, but you also want to make sure that you're constantly moving it around. This is Cooking With Me. I literally just tweeted like 5 seconds ago. I don't know if you remember this tweet. I'll put it on screen. But it's me saying, I reckon I'd make an entertaining cooking show. Probably not. But this is BFR cooking show. This is what this is going to be. So we're at about white on one side. So, all right, the toast has just popped. We're going to put it in one more time. I have it on the lowest setting. Everybody's toaster is different. Obviously, everybody's toaster is different. I'll flip the egg. Boom. Just like that. Like a freaking pro. I am Gordon Ramsay if he didn't swear. Actually, no. I swear as much as Gordon Ramsay, I reckon. The only thing is I'm not good with kids. So, other than that, me and Gordon Ramsay are pretty much the same person. Yeah, we're just as easily frustrated by idiots. We're equally frustrated by idiots. So, okay, that one's done. I got a plate. I wanted to make tea, but I don't think that's happening, so I don't feel like it. So let's get some American cheese. I'll get 2 slices. Because I have a colon and a bowel of steel. You want the outside layer to be cooked, but you want the inside to still be like, yeah. This isn't a cookie. I'm not trying to give you like a recipe. All I'm doing is frying an egg and toasting toast and putting cheese on it. Like, this isn't a complicated recipe by any stretch. There is the toast. Speaking of which, oh yes, that right there, perfect. That right there is perfect. We can turn that on. We can drain some of the margarine out of the pan here. There we go. I'm going to put the egg right on there. Right there. Let's get our cheese. So Justin Falk is... We haven't really heard much on him. But we have heard that all we heard is that he wasn't available. But I didn't mean that, you know, it's a small injury by any stretch. Because, I mean, everybody's seen that hit at least 1,000 times. I think we all know it was a pretty bad hit. So, but nobody really seemed to make a huge fuss, a huge deal out of it, which is nice. Which means that, you know... It means that he's not, like, this isn't gonna, like, be a career ender by any stretch. I knew it wasn't going to be, but there was, like, speculation that it could have been. No, wasn't that big of a hit. It was a bad hit. It was a terrible hit, and Nazem Kadri deserved his 8 games. I think, like I said, I still would have been happy if it was just 6. 8, I think they're just trying to send a message, which is weird, because they didn't do that with Tom Wilson. But whatever. I mean, it's whatever. But I saw an interesting tweet. I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna turn the camera off because we're done. We already done cooking. I saw a tweet that said at the end of his 8-game suspension, Nazem Kadri will have been suspended for like 31% of all of the playoff games that he's played. 31% is ridiculous. I mean, he was suspended twice with Toronto, back-to-back even, and now this. And I was talking to the Discord server, by the way. You should go join the Discord server. We do we do a watch party for every game, which is inevitably going to be next game, and then that's it because we're getting wiped. We're getting bent over table for 4 straight games. Like I have said tens of thousands of times on this channel that we would be bent over table for 4 straight games. I actually was a bit optimistic at the end because we looked kind of good and said it would be 5. No, it's going to be 4, apparently. It's just... yeah, you should join. You should join that Discord server. It was fun. But, you know, yeah. What a shame. What a sucky season. Talk about a terrible farewell tour for Jaden Schwartz. Sheesh. I just feel so bad. When the Blues lose their next game, and they will lose their next game, to end the season. When they do, I'll come out with a whole season in a nutshell video, obviously. I'll do like a review. And then I'll be it for the season. Like, I have a few things planned for the off season, but like nothing spectacular. But I'll go like in depth on, you know, how the season went, what we're thinking. Yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna go eat my sandwich and cry in the corner. So thank you very much for watching. I guess hit the subscribe button if you want to see more of this dumb crap. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.